all, this is Amy with Living My Beloved Life, and this is my mixture for Vagi Steam. So I thought I would show you a little bit of what I do. This is me boiling my herbs. I have just 2 herbs in here today. I have basil, a dried basil, and a dried rosemary. And you're supposed to put this in approximately a gallon. I do a little bit less of water. You're supposed to boil for, I think, about 10-15 minutes. So I just put it on my stove, and I'm waiting for it to heat up. And I actually was just at Smart & Final grocery store, and I got this huge, oops, no shine, huge bottle of rosemary, which was really cool. This was like under $5. And a same size, look at that, 3 ounces of basil, and this was like under 3, so really great. So if you live in California or someplace that has Smart & Final grocery stores, that is a great buy. So I chose rosemary because it is an antifungal, microbial, antiviral, and it helps with circulation. And I chose basil because I haven't ever used basil before. I usually use lavender because it's a calming, but I couldn't find lavender for one, and I got basil. Oh, what's the first reason? But the second reason was because it's like a spiritual cleansing, it said, which I thought was really interesting. So I thought I would give that a try. So anyway, you're staring at a pot, waiting for it to boil, and watched pots never boil. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to wait for it to boil, and then I will show you my next step. Thanks. Okay, so I know this looks really gross. You're looking at my toilet. I just wanted to show you, I've got my cozy blanket here. I've got my steaming veggie brew here, and with basil and rosemary, and now I'm going to sit down and wrap up. Okay, so I know this is really odd, but alright, I am now sitting on my toilet with my Vagi Steam in it, and I'm wrapped up in a blankie here, so you can see. And just so you know, I did clean the toilet. I cleaned really, really good. If you need a good reason to give your toilet a super good scrub, then this is it. Because, you know, you of course don't want to put anything in there and then be sitting here for like 20 minutes if you haven't made sure it's super duper clean. So yeah, I did a super good scrub, and then I got my blankie and everything ready, and you know, I've got my iPad here, so I'm just gonna be sitting here for like 20 minutes. And you know, I wish I had one of those really cool seats that has the hole in it and everything, but I just don't. So I drain the water out of the toilet, just like a lot of the other YouTube videos, and I've seen some different websites and stuff that all sort of recommend doing that if you don't have the seats, and so I think it's a good option. You know, for me, I've heard about this, and I read quite a few articles and saw some YouTube videos and things. Oops, sorry about that. Ooh, that's so tight. Okay, so I watched some YouTube videos and read some articles and things, and it just rang really true for me that this seems like a good idea. And one of the articles that I read that really struck me as something that, and the reason I needed to do this, was that they were talking about having dark blood at the beginning of your menses. And I do. And the person was saying in this article that that is leftover blood from your previous cycle. So that's cleaning out, and that's why you have it at the beginning of your cycle. And then it also said if you have dark blood at the end of your cycle. And the reason that is your uterus is cleaning out from months and possibly even years of leftover, you know, blood from previous cycles. And that just seemed so true to me. I have dark blood at the beginning and dark blood at the end. I have for years and years and years. And so I thought, you know, this can't hurt, right? Why not give it a try? And I do cleanses, you know, food cleanses and I've done colon cleanse and, you know, all those other kinds of things. Well, why wouldn't I do a cleanse for down there? You know, it's such a sensitive part. It goes through so much. It just seemed really logical for me. So that's what drew me to wanting to try it. I've done it twice before, so this is my third time doing it. I think in about maybe 5-6 months. So it's been a couple of months since I've done it, and actually I'm just at the end of my cycle and my period, I might as well say it, I'm bleeding. And I've got the dark blood again. I had a lot of it at the beginning, I've had a lot of it now at the end, and I just thought, okay, now's the time to do another good cleanse and get everything running smooth down there. I noticed after I did it the first and second time that my flow was a lot smoother, a little bit shorter, and a little bit heavier in some ways, but shorter, because I didn't have, you know, the day before and the day or two after of all this dark blood. So those are the reasons that I'm doing this. I'm all wrapped up, I'm nice and cozy. The things I've read say, you know, sit on this for about 20 minutes and then just stay wrapped up and, you know, relax and maybe go to bed early. And I've had a rough day and I'm ready to go to bed early. So I am going to sign off here. I hope you're not completely grossed out. Of course, I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just telling you my experience and what rang true for me, and that's why I did this. So be well. Have a good evening. Bye.